There we go.
We got some Star Wars action.
Man, this is Star Wars SC-38 reaction, bruh. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Are y'all ready for some Star Wars? Are you ready to have Star Wars all up in you?
Let's go.
I'm ready.
For sure. Say it again.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Triple.
Let's go ahead and get into some of this Star Wars epic reaction, y'all. Here we go. I heard about this. I haven't seen it.
Me either.
Reaction time.
That's no moon. It's a space station.
It's too big to be a space station.
Very bad feeling about
Cosmic tractor beam, it's pulling us in.
sensory presence of
That's no
those
moon.
He says
Space station.
power beam that's holding
Let's
us
go
here.
alone.
I want to go
Your
with you.
destiny lies along a different path. Force will be with you always.
Obi-Wan is here. I must face him alone.
He got lazier.
They using the real footage of the freaking movie.
You see how them stormtroopers got lazier when the orange was going in the first row? Got lazy.
They use some movie footage to hype it up.
Wait, is this a game or something?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Look at Obi-Wan, bruh.
Shout out to Alec Guinness.
That's already a different Vader and a different Obi-Wan. All right. They set up the playing field. That's how you walk, Darth Vader. That's how you walk.
They doing good with this though, yo.
That transition was tight. The camera angles look nice. That was dope.
Where they at in Hollywood?
I remember pulling that saber out and meaning something. His look limp.
His arm can barely hold it.
They heavy, bro. Don't tell me about
You hear that music? That music popping.
This is tight.
I can barely.
That helmet big as shit. That's a big freaking
The circle
helmet.
is now complete.
He has a big freaking
When I
head.
left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Look at that neck.
Only a master of evil, gods.
Obi-Wan.
Your powers are weak.
That resting beach face.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
And I will show you the true nature of the Force.
He's good.
Oh, you got that fire.
Ain't like he can feel it,
He's still burning.
They still fighting that old man.
but it makes logical sense.
God damn.
Power though. They're fighting like old men. but they
She's like,
got power.
we gonna get him out of here.
Yes, sir. Are you safe? For the moment. We're in the base.
God damn.
Nice. Come on.
They're actually moving.
This is dope, man.
It's them. Slap them.
Them blasting. Them blasting. How about you just shoot them?
himself killed. Come on.
Leia was looking fire back there. What happened?
Oh.
He punched that. He punched that
Oh, he got back up though, yo. Hey.
What the heck?
He hit the wall.
Hey. Oh,
What are they doing in Hollywood?
hey.
This is an embarrassment,
Star Wars
bro.
is trash, bro. Episode 7, it ain't trash, bro.
This is embarrassing, bro. This is what they saw.
So let's help this fool. Let's go. Man, shit.
We missing out, man. And
They
y'all
missing, we missing out as fans. Slow mo. He's about to get wrecked.
Ben?
Ben. Ben. Oh.
Like God Godzilla did Ghidorah. No effect. Here comes your end, my master.
Hey, put that in there, son.
I love it.
Yeah, this is nice, man. Man, this giving me chills, yo. What's up? Man. Oh, he missed the best part.
He did it. He did it. He stepped on it.
Yeah, but they gotta emphasize it.
Run.
Kenobi.
Hey, shout out to
Wow. Man.
that was beautiful, man. God
Bruh.
I'm
damn,
gonna go
man.
back to that fire part.
Yeah, go back to that. Where he got forced. He got forced to a wall.
He has courage.
Good will do us if he gets himself
Hey,
killed.
he got forced into a wall harder than Yoda did with Sidious.
This is personal.
This is personal.
There is no escape.
Oh!
Beach. Backhand. Let me be the first to say that's disrespectful as shit. You backhand punched him, bruh. He hit him with the backhand, bruh. Check this out.
Felt it, man. He felt it. Felt it.
Frank, bruh.
Perfect.
Frank.
He hit him with his helmet too.
Money.
We missing out,
bro.
That was tight though. We missing out, man.
Didn't
We
just leave
missing
this
out.
party?
We are missing out.
What kept you?
We are running some old friends.
Is the ship all right? Seems okay if we can get to it.
We are
Just hope the
missing
old man
out,
at the track
guys.
didn't out of commission.
Y'all said y'all don't want to see Jedis and Siths anymore. Y'all want to just
All
see,
right.
see
That's
airplanes.
This is fire,
Who said
bruh.
that?
Shout out to this
It's a lot
epic
of
fire,
people,
man.
man.
Great
Who? In the chat, leave 'em
trailer.
out.
Great cut. Great filming. I love how they bring in both the real film cuts into there and then blended it with their own.
Yeah.
And still told the same story but differently. I actually think this one made more sense than the original film. Why Obi-Wan saw Luke over there. Obi-Wan, he looked, I'm losing this fight anyway. Might as well make it seem like I'm a G. He was losing the fight, bruh. He was getting served up. And it made that one scene in the film make sense why he did this.
To become one with
scared.
the Force. He knew he couldn't take
knew he
him.
was about to lose.
He couldn't take him no more. He's too old.
He was getting his butt served up, bruh. I think this was great, man. Shout out to the man who made this, bro. Ronan, what's your take?
Oh, this is a cool take, man. It's a nice transition from the 1977 movie and then throwing like gameplay footage in there. And I like how they kind of made it modern, but still kind of going back to the classic movie and giving more and enhancing the scene, making the scene better, making it more dramatic. It was cool, man, and it was nice to see. And the fight was a little bit more sped up, even though it was slow. But it gave more gravitas to the battle. It was tight.
The whole voice went away.
Hey, you got
The whole voice was slow. But then it gave more.
It's like
you
he
gotta
was
that mic.
cussing to
My
something
bad.
savage.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a great fight. I want to see a little bit more though. I wonder what this game or whatever this cutscene has to do with whatever they were marketing, because there may be more stuff from the New Hope movie. I don't know, man. Maybe this is not the only scene that they did. Maybe they enhanced some other stuff and added other scenes in between, like other battles or whatnot. It was tight.
I think I want to see more.
Yeah, is that 38? Is that like 30 episodes? Like or is this like 38?
I think this was a title for something that was announced a while ago and they had scrapped it. But I don't know if you guys heard about that, but the return of LucasArts, they're going to be making more Star Wars games again because they were kind of big in like the 90s.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think this was the return of that, and this was like one of the first few projects.
Of course.
I remember hearing about it, but it was no gameplay or anything. It was just like footage.
Oh, okay.
And then they it came back, but they had dropped it for a while. That's what I remember.
Yeah, man. This fight scene was tight, bro.
Nice.
Like that's all I cared. I didn't care about Luke and freaking everybody running through the hallways trying to get away. My focus was on this fight, man. This fight, it's how the fight should be. The original fight was trash, man. Like I always wish they made it better. You know, it just seemed like just two old men poking each other. You know, and then
didn't come out right.
But I always wanted some more. Yeah, you know, we knew that Obi-Wan was weaker, you know, but in the original, they made him seem just a feeble old man.
It seemed fair this time though.
Yeah, it seemed you could tell that he's still weaker. He's still like a old man, but a Jedi old man, a Jedi old man versus a regular old man, two different things, you know. And it seemed like right here he was a Jedi old man, but he was still getting worked. But let's pray. You killing me with that seat. Oh, that side mouth was open. Oh. But yeah,
my gosh, it's so funny seeing him collide with that metal sheet wall.
That CGI looked terrible. I don't know if that's a troll
bro.
comment or what, because this is this fan made. So anything fan made, we don't make gripes about the CGI, bro. But good comment though.
CGI was fantastic
for what they have,
What
bro.
are you talking
about?
Fan made is pretty impressive most of the time. They do what the studios won't do. So, I mean, that's an automatic win.
That's the thing.
It's Saber, of course.
Yeah, it's Saber. That's what I'm saying.
Saber.
So
it was so good. He thought it was a real movie.
Greatness.
Exactly. Because I watch a lot of Jedi duels online on YouTube, and they always go so hard. And I always think to myself, why can't the movies put this into the films? You know, like, man, it's like episode 3, the last duel between Obi-Wan and Anakin. Yeah. That was the height. That was the height of movie saber duels. You know, everything else. I mean, the Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul, that was pretty cool too. But that was episode 1. You know, but I be saying
that's an argument, G. I think Darth Maul was sicker than Obi-Wan.
You think Revenge of the Sith was better than the Phantom Menace duel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Phantom Menace,
by far. Episode 3, last duel scene.
1 and 3 were kind of equal, and they had the best battles in the franchise. I'd be like, okay, yeah, but Phantom Menace. That was iconic.
And
then the score was even better.
The music was iconic. But as far as the actual duel, episode 3 kills episode 1.
But the episode 3 battle was cutting. It was cutting in. It was multiple fights going on. That Phantom Menace battle was way more personal.
The barbershop.
You know what I mean? That how can I explain it? Like that Phantom Menace battle. I feel you, but the Phantom Menace battle was way more personal. The Revenge of the Sith battle was cutting in between fights.
More personal.
They were showing Emperor and Yoda. It was cutting back and forth, but we weren't really. You know what I mean? They were showing multiple battles.
No. You're not going to escape this, Ronan.
The first battle was way more.
You're not going to escape.
Extreme.
No.
The first battle was way more extreme.
You had Yoda versus Sidious, and you had Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan. And you saying not more emotional?
Personal.
The first, I see. He added that word. I said personal. See,
add words on me, huh?
Vocabulary. I know what I said. Yeah,
personal. Obi-Wan, Anakin. the brothers, the love,
Way more
the friendship,
drawn out.
the 10 years being
Young
together.
Master, his apprentice fighting the Sith together, and they were
first
still
time
having
encounter-
problems.
first
That was
encounter
iconic.
with
You were
Yeah,
winning.
And died.
You were
and
winning
then
until you
Obi-Wan
said
came out.
personal.
yeah. It wasn't
I
more
agree. I
personal.
disagree with both of y'all now.
Well,
I like the first battle, man.
Well, let me put-
The score of episode 1, yeah, ooh, can't beat that score. Score's great, but the emotion, I'm putting it in the emotion, the personal, all that stuff, the skill, the CGI, everything in episode 3.
I'm not knocking it.
Was better than episode 1.
And then
I'm gonna say
the city is Yoda was running too. That wasn't really a fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
That was a
He
fight.
was running. He was jumping.
That was a fight.
Failed. I have.
Yeah,
That was like 10 minutes after.
Hurry!
He was running.
He's old. He's old.
I was with you with the Anakin.
Hurry up!
Obi-Wan, but
Where you at?
man, come
You
on,
heavy
that door opened. And
He gonna
that
let
whole setup. That setup was
Hey,
fire,
bro, where you at, my dude?
Hey, he's talking straight. Hey man, where you at, bro?
That
I
cane.
can't hold this gimmick up, man.
As far as
beat up.
personal,
Jimmy Smith was waiting for him. That cane.
personal.
He got on.
Obi-Wan to see this. Wait, when we're personal, then I mean no.
Anakin.
Yoda
Confusion.
Yoda to see this. Women personal, then Darth Maul and Qui-Gon.
I'ma
Bar none.
Liam
say this.
Neeson, Ewan McGregor.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
Great
this.
part. Come
I'm
on,
say
bro.
this.
Wait a minute.
I say this.
W.
I agree. I
Respect, bro,
agree
respect.
I agree with Jody. Part 3 was more personal. That was two
Okay.
brothers.
For sure.
But Phantom Menace is a better off, hands down, pace for pace, beat for beat, better than Part 3 because
Disagree.
Part 3
Heavy.
there was a lot of deflections, climbing, running, jumping,
Triple.
standing on things, and then
Cutting
jump
away
up.
from the battle.
Yeah,
Triple.
Dark Maul, head up, bro.
Focused.
1-on-1,
Wait.
and you got a little pew pew, and then it went right back to that
Cut away
fight.
from what?
From the fight
From the fight, like
To
they were
what?
talking to each other like we were brothers.
To what?
Stop.
to another scene.
Yeah.
To another fight.
Game.
Yoda
That was-
Insidious.
Blouses.
No, that was him. Yeah.
We was getting 2 great fights at once, bro. What are you talking about?
Nah,
Editing.
Nah, we was getting 2 great fights at one time.
man. We got one
Okay.
good fight, and then
And
Sidious.
which fight was that, J3?
Sidious, that was Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Thank you, my
Sidious and Yoda, that wasn't a fight, bro. That was a demolish. He wrecked Yoda, man. He showed where Yoda is not
Defeat.
that dude, bro.
Defeat.
And
Served
that's
Yoda
why
up,
Order
bro.
66.
Failed, I
that's-
have.
Yoda, bro.
He didn't serve him up, man.
Did Sidious take any damage? If he was a Pokemon, would he lose HP? If Sidious was a
And great
Pokemon,
comparison.
would he have
Thank
lost
you.
HP?
Twice.
From what?
Nah, man.
From what?
The
face the
force.
facts, bro.
Not from him trying to force back the light.
Wait, no.
What?
The force push over his chair. That took a little bit of health.
5 HP.
Took a little-
5 HP.
Oh, here we go. Here. Quick attack.
Quick
All right,
attack.
go ahead.
All right. Yoda hit him with a quick attack.
And hit him with a hyper beam, bro.
And the force when it was
Nah, no way.
Bro,
he
was in
lost.
health.
It was a-
Bro,
it
he
was
took
a battle.
Yoda-
took some damage.
Yoda was sitting there. Yoda was in hard mode.
Took no damage.
Yoda-
He took that
Damage.
damage. He didn't
That
take
health
no
bar.
damage.
That
He
health
took
bar.
5 HP from a little push out of his chair.
Shift. A swift.
Yeah.
Huh.
What about what preceded that scene? What about the
Solar
shotgun
beam, bro.
blast to the wall?
Thunder.
I took.
Bah! Bah! Nigga.
Yeah, I took a lot.
Oh,
That was funny.
power.
I took a lot.
Hit him with a thunderbolt, bro. Thunder.
Ah! Bah! Pow! Knocked.
Yeah.
That was a fire blast. Fire blast with Sunny Day. Sunny Day.
Oh,
A fire blast. underneath, bro.
P, bro.
Extra burn.
Fell I have.
And then at the top of the sheet, you know, we fell down there, throwing the sheet at him, his sheet.
Yeah.
He fell, hit his face.
Yeah. He put that back. Yeah.
bro.
He was hurt.
There's no excuse because Mace Windu just had him begging.
Hey, he got some man though, bro, for his age, man.
5
He did.
That's sweet.
Hey, he did the best he could. Hey, no, the Jedi
Wait,
could have done better.
What's the weakest Pokemon attack? I don't even think it's quick
Splash.
Wait.
There's no effect.
That does damage.
Oh man, it's not a weak one.
Quick attack.
Pin missile.
Nah, that's strong.
Nah.
If you-
only
if
it's
you-
super effective.
Yeah, but if you use it against
Oh, no, I got it. Rap.
gone.
4 HP.
It's a normal attack.
Rap.
Hey.
Normal. Yeah.
Yoda did a rap.
Fire spin.
Nah.
Fire spin, rap,
Weak.
stuff like that.
No.
Weak in the game, bro. I hate that.
Sunny day up right now. Fire spin hot.
Yeah. Rap, fire spin, stuff like that. Yeah, bro. Sidious served him up, bro. You know he did.
Yeah, man.
And then Mace.
It was a fight, though. It was a fight. Yoda came in the fight, bro.
That was a bully situation.
They
Meet me at 3 o'clock.
Lightsabers, I don't think.
They did. When they was both going up to the actual thing.
He did that. He did that one flip, and then he
showed like what 30 seconds and cut away.
And then he went straight to. He said, I'm not even going to use my sword skills with this fool. I'm going to power, bro.
That was it.
This fool, Yoda was.
We had a debate.
Yeah.
Wait.
Nigga jumped.
Launching
them bitches.
All that power.
He was picking them up so easily.
All that power, bro.
Yeah. Yoda had to put the saber down, bro. He's like, let put the saber away. Put that saber away to dodge those freaking platforms.
That's
He
crazy.
him so fast.
That fool Sidious was laughing at him, bro. Sidious was laughing, bro. He was like, he's weak. He's weak.
He's like,
Bruh.
You're the Yoda I've been knowing.
He was laughing.
You laughing at that, bro.
Look.
Laughing at that.
Come on. Hey.
No.
Put some respect on his name, bro.
There's no respect on Yoda's name, bro.
No. He hit the high ground, bro. He was nudging him down. No. He was nudging him down at Yoda. Yoda stopped one full speed,
bro. You remember Count Dooku, bro?
He stopped one full speed, bro.
So that was a fight too,
get
right?
Get him, J3. I was gonna bring it up. This fool Count Dooku. Count Dooku's had become more powerful than any Jedi. Even you. They had their little exchange. And then when another fool showed up, he crunched a little water heater and it started to fall on Obi-Wan. Yoda was like, let me put my cane down.
2 hands. 2 hands.
Bro.
Like
he lost half his life just stopping a water heater, bro.
Hold on, bro.
He was shaking.
2 hands.
A water
That
heater.
thing looked like it was a few tons,
Did
bro.
you see the platform Sidious was throwing was like 10 of those?
Those were light.
I can watch it.
Those were like no. I know.
It was a water heater.
Yeah, man.
It was a hollow. It was a solid steel. It was a pipe for air to go through.
Yeah.
It was
water
hollow.
in there. It was water in there.
With no water in it, bro.
What? You said water heater.
It wasn't no water in it. I
It
called
was.
it water heater because it looked like one. It was like a silo.
That thing looked heavy, bro.
It was hollow metal, bro.
Come on, man. Put some respect on Yoda's name, man.
And Dooku pinched it and let it fall on him. And Yoda had the cane in his hand. He was like, let me save you. He was like, fuck, put this cane down. 2 hands.
He didn't have his cane, bro. You making stuff up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He
No,
walked
he
in.
not.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. He
that
walked
cane.
in like this, and he went.
Yeah, that cane, bro.
No.
Flap that shit
No.
back.
Put his cane or saber down. One of them.
Yeah.
Okay, saber down.
Yeah.
He had something in his hand, and he had to say,
Saber, homie.
freak whatever this is.
Saber, homie.
I need 2 hands for this water heater.
But he did come in there with his cane, though.
That was after he was conservative by Yoda.
Bro, he
then he
struggled
did it.
with a 200-pound piece of metal, bro.
Bro, you got to remember.
You're making a weight now, bro.
I'll give you 5 max.
Yo,
Those
man,
platforms that 20 people could sit in.
Y'all love Yoda. Golly.
No.
Trash.
Hi.
Yoda trash. Have you seen The Last Jedi? Yoda trash.
Yoda will smash any Jedi in their prime, bro.
No, he
Except
won't.
Mace
now,
Windu.
bro.
No, he won't.
We haven't seen
He'll
Except
get
Mace
Mace too.
Except he won't
He'll
even
get Mace too.
He'll get wrecked
He'll
by
get Mace
Darth Maul.
too.
Saber strike battle. Darth Maul will serve that old green boy up.
Yeah, man.
What am I hearing? You said Darth Maul can serve up Yoda?
Absolutely. What's his prime? 380?
Heck no.
What's his prime? 400?
Y'all crazy.
I would say.
What's
All right,
his prime?
all right.
Come on,
All
bro.
fair.
Why? Because he can
You're going
flip?
too far.
I'm going too far?
going too
Did
far,
you not
bro.
see him lose to Dooku? Did he beat Dooku?
Yeah.
That old man? Count Dooku?
Dracula.
Yoda?
Yeah.
He was serving up Yoda. He had to do that to
Don't get tricked by the flips, bruh.
Look.
He was
It looked
serving
cool.
up.
Flip.
He was serving up
Fled.
No, he wasn't.
Count Dooku, bro.
he wasn't.
He was serving him
No,
up.
he wasn't.
Why do you think he pitched that stuff for to stop the battle?
Here's why he pinched it. Because he just got finished serving up Obi-Wan and Anakin,
Anakin.
and then Yoda came in.
That
It
don't
was,
ca-
What? If that was a fresh Dooku, he would have got all that body.
Oh, that's a good
If
point.
that was a fresh Dooku, he would have got all that body.
Obi-Wan don't count. Anakin don't count either, bro.
What? He just served two
Two
Jedi's.
Two people and then
Two masters.
Dooku was tired. He was
third
sweating.
fight.
He
Third
didn't-
master
you didn't
style.
see the
That's what I was
sweat on his
saying.
face?
Obi-Wan's a
That's what I'm
master.
saying.
No, I got him.
That's what I was saying.
Once he immobilized he cut off his hand and then
Because-
forced Anakin away. What did Dooku do? He was like, he was tired. And then in walks this Yoda. Fuck.
Yeah. That's 3 battles. That's 3
He
battles.
had a sigh of relief. He was like,
Yeah, he did.
he was tired, bruh.
He wasn't
and here
fresh.
comes this fresh green Yoda.
Yeah, fresh green. Yeah.
100 HP.
Energized.
Fresh with a
100%.
sensu beam.
Yeah.
100 capacity.
Fresh Yoda.
He had like 60. Dooku was at like 60 and he was still going.
Yeah, bro.
That capacity was low.
As far as
that health bar.
As far as Maul, if Darth Maul,
Maul.
if Darth Maul had continued on his training,
That would have been a prime battle.
then I would say yeah. But because he never got out of that apprentice mode, then he couldn't beat Yoda. But he would have gave Yoda a run for his money with that power.
He was a lord. He was Lord Maul. He wasn't an apprentice like that.
He couldn't beat
Darth
Obi-Wan.
Vader's an apprentice. He was an apprentice to. He was a Sith Lord.
well, if you go on if you go on movie
Darth
base,
Maul was completely trained.
If you go on movie base,
yeah.
Jody has a point. But because we know the mytho and the continuation of the shows, we know that he wasn't.
that shit.
He followed a certain path of anger and stopped training.
Oh shit.
So that you're both right. But if you go movie base, yeah, he's gonna serve him up, bro. He's gonna serve him up. Yoda is the most overrated Jedi of them all. Mace Windu stepped down of the council to fight the war. He was head honcho.
Shout out
He's
to
the
Clone
only
Wars.
Jedi to control the light and the dark. And that's why when he was considered dead, Order 66 in full play, because Yoda, if he was that G, Order 66 would have never went down that quickly.
Look,
We got another one we got to stop.
Look, I'm telling you right now. If y'all telling me like Louis, he says Maul wasn't a Sith Lord. All my knowledge is coming from the films.
Yeah.
Don't hit me with no Star Wars cartoon. I don't watch that shit. In the film, he was a Sith Lord, bruh. Lord Sidious was the Sith Lord. But if you're under Sidious, you're a Sith Lord, bro. Just like Darth Vader was a Sith Lord too.
Wait, did somebody say Yoda?
Count Dooku was a Sith Lord too.
Yoda
They
trained.
were all Sith Lords, bruh, but the Sith Lord was Darth Sidious.
Yoda trained Mace Windu. Did you see his apprentice go head up with him, bruh? He's called Count Dooku, bruh.
It's different because the Siths only have one and one. The apprentice and then the overall iconic Sith Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Jedi are different. They got a gang of them motherfuckers. So you have Padawans, Masters,
Jedi Knights.
Jedi Knights, Padawans, Jedi Knights, Masters, High Council.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's called a group.
If Darth Maul was a Jedi, he would be a Master.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sith Lord.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Sith Lord. If Darth Maul was a Jedi, he'd be on Qui-Gon level, bro. And we saw because he killed that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
He did kill a master though.
Yeah.
There are levels
We get
to it.
technical. If it was a Jedi, you know, it'll be more different. You know, he wouldn't use his emotion. He'll be weaker. If you want to get technical,
Nah, he had no emotion. That's what made him savage.
He straight up
He just
savagely.
said-
Maul had no emotion.
Wait, no, he was a Sith, so he used his emotions to gain more power.
He had a
was
straight stern
he
face
was-
the
and
whole
he
time.
do.
And he smiled too when he did it. He didn't have no remorse.
Siths use their emotion to gain more
And-
power.
Wait a
Maul was
minute.
Not Maul. He was a Sith Lord, like you said. They use their
Yes.
emotion.
No, Anakin
No.
uses emotions.
Look, Maul is a mute. He's not a typical Sith Lord.
He's stern.
Like Dooku, who talks. I am powerful than you. I am greater. You failed me. That's why I went to the dark. My love, my life. I lost this. Maul's a mute.
He had 2 lines in
He
the whole
was
movie.
serving motherfuckers up with them saber skills, bro.
Wait. You don't because you're quiet don't mean you don't use any emotion.
There was never any hostility on Maul's part. It was just, I'm a clean, come and kill you. It wasn't never no personal. I don't think he took any of that personal. I'm just coming to kill you. I'm doing my job.
I agree
Bro,
with that.
Yeah.
he is a Sith. He trains with his emotion. He's
We
a
don't know
Sith,
that.
bro.
We
He
didn't
knew
see
the
it
outcome. He just
All
never
Sith
reacted.
do that, bro. They do it with emotion.
You don't know
all
what
Sith,
breed
bro.
he is. What human, what race is he?
Not all Sith do
He
that,
could be
bro.
of another planet where the motherfuckers don't have emotion.
Bro, his master was Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
He's the freaking king, lord of emotions, bro. I can feel your anger. It gives you power.
Anakin is an emotional wreck.
Yeah.
That's true with him, not with Darth
That's
Maul.
what make Anakin
They're not
strong.
The same.
Yeah.
What motivates Maul is not the same thing that motivated Anakin.
Yeah.
The difference between a Jedi and a Sith is emotion, bro.
No, it's not.
Jedis are using emotion, bro.
Yes, they do. They experience joy. That's an emotion.
As fighting and with their force in their duels, bro. It's all emotion, man. That's why the Sith are more powerful. That's why he beat Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon, in my opinion, was the better fighter. But he didn't.
That's why he lost.
He
wasn't.
He lost their emotion.
He wasn't.
No, he lost because he wasn't a better fighter.
He was too old.
Qui-Gon Jinn was a
young blood.
master of the knowledge, like Yoda. Yoda's a master of the knowledge. When it comes to hand-to-hand combat skills and using that force, that's when you go to like Mace Windu and them. Qui-Gon Jinn, he got bodied by Darth Maul because of the saber skills, bruh. It wasn't no force. If they were using force for force, then it would have been a different battle.
Luis, I'll say this again. He's saying Maul was simply an apprentice. So was Darth Vader.
Yeah, but we know Vader.
Darth Vader was an apprentice.
Vader potentially was stronger than Sidious by his anger. He knew that, but
There's always two: the
Yeah.
apprentice and the Sith Lord. Darth Maul was an apprentice to Sidious. So are you saying Darth Vader wasn't a Sith Lord too? Because that's what you're saying. Nah, bruh. They were Sith Lords.
And Saber, you're wrong about the Jedi. That's what makes Mace Windu special because he doesn't need balance to use his powers. He controlled the light and the
Look
dark.
what he's saying, Saber. He's a master combatant up close. Sidious knew he can't take Yoda hand to hand, so he used his superior force as an advantage, tried to make it a distance fight. Man, please.
If he was-
I
if he
sat
was-
back and saw them Saber fight, and he still lost.
We were discussing that like that when they was going up saber battle and then it cut and then it came back and then they were separated. Like what happened when they separated? We don't know.
Ass whooping I have gotten.
You know,
Yeah, for real.
No, we don't know. You know,
You can't be trying to make
Came-
excuses
came-
for it.
can't- No, I'm not. But
Not you,
I'm
I'm talking
saying-
about him.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm saying was like he hit the higher ground and he was holding him up and just throwing him down.
Bro.
Hey,
That
hey,
high ground
hold on.
is a myth.
Hold on, no.
I love them puns.
Who's more stronger? A person that's picking something up and throwing it down with gravity, than a person stopping something full force, and then pushing it back. The person that's stopped it and pushing it back.
The person's that's stopping it and pushing it back.
Okay, so I'm talking about. So
Now
you
tell
know,
the truth.
Put some.
Now tell the truth.
We tell the truth. We
Now tell the truth.
About what we talking
By
about?
how you said it, the person stopping it and throwing it back. Now tell the truth how it went down.
He stopped and he threw it
Yeah, let me
back.
tell it the right way. Who's stronger? Someone who lifts multiple opponents like this and throws them like that? Or
only
one
had two.
person who
Only
has
had
to put
two.
a saber down
He only had
and
two.
stop everything slowly throw it while the other one laughs and jumps away like it's a joke. I'm gonna go with the one that was throwing him down.
and you got to add this in too, bro. If he was such a great Jedi master, he would have dodged all that and not even try to pick it up. If he was smart enough, he would just dodge it and caught up with him. Jedi Force.
He was
Old,
bruh.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
He got that much stamina no more.
Now
Not a
everybody's
great old
his
man.
age.
That's why-
A 200-year Yoda would serve them cities, bruh.
Yeah, you were
know
saying
that.
that. You were
I
saying
don't
that. Hey,
know that, bruh.
What you're
I'm saying.
sacrificing is a lot of that force knowledge, and without that force knowledge, he's probably trash.
Yeah.
I'll say this: Qui-Gon lost the fight because he was old. That's the only thing I'm rolling with.
He was tired. He was
I
tired.
think he was just an old man,
He
was
never-
tired.
and the
He was
young
tired.
blood got him.
Nah, G. Never encountered.
I think the young blood was just too
Shout out
young.
to Liam
Nah,
Neeson,
G.
man.
They never encountered a Sith Lord before. This was brand new. You could train in a room. You could train in a room all day, every day.
Young
and he
Those young bucks.
It was peace.
Rookie.
Yeah,
before that.
it was
years.
for a long time.
A combination of the two.
Rookie.
I'll say a
Hey, man,
combination.
we could-
Hey, for them never to
Retire.
Bro, for them never to see a Sith, they would show us ready in that desert when he hopped off that bike. Oh, shit. Oh, God damn. What was
What was that, Master?
I don't know.
acting was great.
After a
Oh my
10-second
God.
fight, he was sweating, bro.
He wasn't ready for that. What was that? They were getting parts, trying to fix their ship.
Bro.
Here comes this Negro on a freaking bike.
Out of nowhere.
How about you? Open the door! Open that shit! Master! As soon as that shit went down, Master, what was that?
don't know.
I don't know.
But he's well trained in the Jedi art. Great scene. Great scene. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Shout out to Phantom Menace, man.
Yeah,
well trained
yeah,
in the
good
Jedi
movie.
ways.
Oh my God. I'm watching that after the stream.
Oh man,
Bro.
Tight,
Rest in
bro.
peace, Qui-Gon, man. Rest in peace, man.
Hey, it was that was
tight,
Oh
bro.
my
He's tight.
God.
that was the first encounter with somebody that
Episode
ruthless,
1, bro. The prequels are tight, man.
You can spar
Put it
all
out
day
there.
until you run into a Mike Tyson in the ring, bro. Ain't gonna be the same. Ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Shout out to them prequels, man. That trilogy's fire.
And
Yeah.
Mace Windu did sense Anakin's effed up situation, and
course.
he said, if what you say is true, then you have gained my trust. So that was the logic that you needed. He trusted him, and he got turned on his back, like he got his arm cut off. That's what happened. And keep it 100 with you. If Sidious wasn't in that room, I think Anakin would still die with Mace Windu with one arm. He electrocuted.
Different outcome. Yeah.
and popped him out. Even with one arm, Mace Windu would have killed Anakin, bro.
But
far, but
Anakin was tight though. And,
Yeah, he is.
He was tight in episode 3. He was
But he's
tight.
not-
He
but
was
he's not-
strong.
Yeah. But he's
He was
not-
strong in
He was
episode
tight,
3.
but he was ready for that Mace problem.
Yeah, Mace
Wait,
with
one arm though.
Yeah.
One
one
arm.
arm?
Yeah.
Nah,
one arm. I don't know about
Okay,
that.
okay.
Mace Windu takes it to different levels. Like, I'll stop your heart. Dead.
Well, see, this is the thing, though.
It's
With
the
Mace,
Force. It's the
Using a
Force.
cartoon, we can't use it.
Mace
No,
was very
that's
skilled,
General
though.
Grievous, bruh. What are you talking about?
cartoon,
That was in the cartoon.
But
though.
it
wasn't-
bled
wasn't
over.
in the movie.
It bled over
We're
to
talking about movie,
Clone
though, right?
Wars, though.
But just
Made
because we
after
didn't
the
see
film,
it doesn't mean he wasn't capable.
But it bled
of
over
though.
to
You know,
Clone
there's
Wars.
a
We
lot.
saw it.
He was on a
Yeah.
respirator.
We saw it.
They didn't really
Saw it,
they didn't really
but-
focus on Mace like that, but he was capable
Yeah,
of a lot of those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Had we
yeah.
gave him time, we would have saw it.
I'm
He
letting
was
that-
tight. He was tight in the cartoon, bro. The little 15 minute little
See, I don't
Clone
want to
Wars.
bring up the cartoon. I was talking about the movies, but just
Oh,
because
okay.
we didn't see it doesn't mean he wasn't capable.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
Like they
true.
didn't give him
That's true.
time.
Yeah, that's
Had
true.
George Lucas like written and give him time, I think we would have saw what he's talking about.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
But that was
saying.
because
It
the
was
writer
black.
strike, all that
Yeah.
stuff
It was
went
black
down
though,
at that
so
time.
they didn't want to give
that
him
too,
time.
of course.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Purple Saber.
Black skin.
Yeah, black skin.
But
was fun.
let me get to these donations
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick, man. I would like to say thank you to all the donators from yesterday, man. You guys keep this stuff alive. I appreciate you, man. David H gave us $5. Shout out to David H, bro. David H says new Star Wars game Jedi Order Fallen Jedi is coming out later this year. There's a trailer for it too. I think I reacted to that. I think it's on my channel, bro. Thank you for that. Then we have Arog Spidey. Shout out to Arog Spidey who hooked us up with $5. He says, "Y'all put respect on Yoda's name. You're killing him."
He killed himself, bro.
He said it before I did.
He killed himself, bro. Overhyped character, man.
Yeah. So we'll close this one out. Final thoughts though, real quick. What's your take, HT3, on overall how you feel about Qui-Gon Jinn? Had Qui-Gon Jinn not died in episode 1, where do you think he would have been in episode 3?
And we just gonna skip episode 2, or
Yes, at episode 3.
okay. Episode. I mean, he would have been. I would say he would have been on the High Council. I guess.
I think he was already though, wasn't he?
No, he went on the High Council. He was a Jedi Master, and he had a Obi-Wan, and he was going on missions and stuff like that. We never seen him sit on the High Council. Man, he was such a good, he had the wisdom, and I want to say if he was still alive in episode 3, Anakin wouldn't have been, he would have turned to the dark side, but even
There you go.
but Anakin went to Yoda, and Yoda's all known with wisdom, and then he told Anakin, like, lose that, that's greed, that's the shadow of dark side.
Wait, who said what? You said Yoda said
Yoda.
that? Mace Windu, go ahead.
Yeah.
He didn't know none of that shit.
No, he will not be trained.
Why?
Take a seat.
Phantom Menace
young
again.
Skywalker.
We going back to episode 3,
I'm
bro.
all over the place.
I see.
Take a seat.
That trilogy.
Young Skywalker. Episode 3.
Well, look, he was more stern than Yoda, but Yoda had the last say so.
And he was more knowledgeable as well. The last say so was Mace. I saw
It was Mace. Mace stepped down from the council to fight the war. He couldn't fight the war
He
and
knew
be
what
head of the
was
council.
happening.
He was the head of the council. He put Yoda in charge. for that brief period of time.
Mace is better.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you getting this from?
We just making it up.
The movies.
Okay, because
I'm going.
The movies.
I'm going on.
But it sounds right.
Movies.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going on.
Yoda was
My
always
hand
the-
movies.
Yoda was always the head, even in episode 1.
No.
Episode 1.
If you go on a
war
movie,
episode 1.
I go different with you than him because he only watched the movies.
Correct.
But Mace Windu was head. He stepped down to fight the war. He couldn't fight the war and be head of the council.
Wait, no. The war came after episode 1, and episode 1, Yoda was still the main high council.
Bruh, they were still going
Before the war.
They were still going into war. He couldn't fight the war. That's
The
what,
war started in episode 2, though, right?
It went full effect. They were still preparing for this. He knew that he could not be head and still fight.
And this is in the
Clone War.
cartoons?
The Clone War. No, not cartoons. Just the book knowledge on it. I don't
Okay,
know if it's
so-
I don't know if it's
book knowledge.
canceled or
Canon,
not
yeah.
canon
Not
anymore.
canon. It's
but
pretty-
but before Mace Windu was head of it all, bro. That's why he was calling the shots. He couldn't be a general in the war and still be head of the council.
Well, if that's in the books, then I can't fight you on that.
What's the knowledge?
I'm just agree with you on that. I mean,
Yoda ain't
because I don't know if it's in the books. But as far as Qui-Gon being episode 3, I think because Anakin did go to Yoda and try, I'm having premonitions, like he told him what was going on, and then Yoda tried to sway him, back to the good side, but he could see that Anakin was slipping. But I think Qui-Gon, him being closer to Anakin, he would have did a better job in guiding him into the right direction. Anakin, he didn't have no direction, man. He was a know-it-all. He was full of emotion, man, and I believe that Qui-Gon would have tamed that because he was like a father figure to him because he didn't have a father, and we don't know who his father is. Some say it was Sidious. He planted the midichlorians and his mom, and who knows? But Anakin probably wouldn't have went to the dark side if Qui-Gon was still there.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment as well.
I agree, and I have a different outlook. I think they became I think they both would have went to the dark side.
Qui-Gon too?
Yeah, because they would not have trained him, and they know they wouldn't have trained him. So he would have left the council and became a kind of like a bounty, like on his own deal, and trained him, which could cause him to.
Breaking Qui-Gon now.
I'm just
No.
that's
You got
the way
a point.
Star
You got a
Wars
point,
goes. That's
though.
the way it kind of.
Yoda only allowed him to be trained because Yoda. I sense Qui-Gon's defiance in you or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's why he allowed him to train him.
The way Star Wars goes is like when you leave
see
the
the point.
council,
I see the point.
you kind of go bad.
He was so stern on training Anakin.
It was like he
Who
was
was
destined.
stern?
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon.
He wanted to.
That I could see him leaving and going rogue to train him.
Obi-Wan told Yoda, "I will train the boy with or without the council." That was Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
and that's why Yoda says,
Because of Qui-Gon.
I know, but that was Obi-Wan disobeying the council for Qui-Gon. He told Yoda, "I will train the boy with or without the council's help."
Yeah.
That was defiance on Obi-Wan's part, and then Yoda was like, that's when he said, "I sense Qui-Gon in you,"
Yeah.
and allowed him to be trained. So
True.
that was Obi-Wan's stance.
But
But
if he was alive, Qui-Gon,
Yeah.
they would have denied Qui-Gon from training Anakin.
that's
It's-
not true.
Well,
Because they said he can do it. He says 2 Padawans, 1 cannot take. He's ready for the trials. He's ready. He was going to train little Anakin. Am I going to be a Jedi Master? Yes, you will.
yeah, but when I'm
They
saying
approved Qui-Gon to train little Anakin. That was going to happen because he made Obi-Wan ready to be a master, a Jedi Knight.
I get you.
So then Qui-Gon was approved to train Anakin. But when Qui-Gon died, they tried to renege and be like, no, he will not be trained. No. And then Obi-Wan was like, I promised him, man. I'm going to train him with or without y'all.
No, that's true. But
It is.
but regard like
He had a good point though. Like, he was
Knowledge.
freak your knowledge. No,
power.
but that's
Knowledge is
true
power.
though. That's
Yeah,
true.
it's true. It's true.
But
Triple.
but the same thing still stands with as far as Mace Windu. He still sensed it. and Anakin.
Yeah.
So that could have been a debunk right there. You never know. You never know. But I just have that'd have been a cool take on it. I think they both would have kind of went to the dark, and you would have had more Siths, quote unquote, than and it could have transitioned it back to the old ways of Sith Lords. That 1 and 2 could have went away. Could have been Qui-Gon Jinn could have been a Sith, and I still have my theory as far as Jar Jar Binks still being a Sith.
Jay, stop it.
He was from the same planet as Sidious, bro. He was the same planet as Sidious. Everything lines up
Who's
to
the
him.
same planet as Sidious?
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks.
I believe that theory.
He was an
I
outcast.
totally believe it.
He was an
You
outcast.
too?
He was
Oh my God.
He was an
If you look
outcast.
at the clips, bro, he's
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Bro, that's him being the klutz.
Him being the clutch conveniently stopped everything.
What scene?
Yes.
All of them.
What he stop?
They
What
got
he
caught.
stop? What he stop?
He got him caught like twice.
When?
We gotta
When?
watch the video.
Okay.
And everything will make sense.
Bruh, because how do you go into a place where they hate you, they fear you? Why would, if you was just a clutch, why would they grab their kid? Oh God, run away! This fool's been doing voodoo and junk up in there, bro. He been doing something, dog. That fool was doing something, dog. Hey, and it makes sense.
killing me
It's
with
the
this.
number one
I
disguise.
believe that 100, bro.
Yeah.
Let me get to this donation real
ahead.
quick. Shout out to
Crazy.
Tim Fabro, put down $5 on your boys. Tim
Shout out to
Fabro.
Tim being up in here, bro.
Thanks, Tim. He says, just to the us to the league.
Yeah.
Side with it.
Y'all had me dying on Terminator yesterday. LOL. And did you guys hear Sam Worthington is going to be Hawkman in Wonder Woman 84? I heard the rumor about Hawkman being in Wonder Woman 84, but nothing's confirmed.
Really?
He better have a chest.
Nothing's
Really?
confirmed.
He better have a chest.
I heard about
They
it.
trying to push him again.
You know, Jody Joe heard about it. Yeah, it was news a couple days ago. Tim Fabro gave another $5. Shout out to Tim.
Dog for charge.
Glad you're here, Tim. Tim says Count Dooku in Episode 3 told Obi-Wan what Qui-Gon was learning. Wait, he told Obi-Wan that Qui-Gon was learning the dark side. He has the darkness in him. He told. I don't remember that. In Episode 3, he said Count Dooku in Episode 3 told Obi-Wan that Qui-Gon was learning the dark side and he had darkness in him. I don't remember that.
No, he said he implied that that Qui-Gon was my Padawan as you were his, and like he would have followed my lead if I told him about the dark side. He would have followed it because he was my apprentice. So he,
Well, that's
it's a
kinda-
little bit different, but
That's different.
Was
Yeah, it's
Dooku
different,
lying?
different.
I mean, do Sith Lords
No, that's-
technically lie?
That's different. That's different, bro. When your apprentice is gonna follow you no matter
Yeah.
where you go.
Yeah.
If your master goes to the dark, here comes the apprentice.
Yeah.
Go back light, here comes the apprentice. It's usually that's how it is.
Yeah.
So it's a huge amount of influence.
He said that was
Oh,
episode
heck
2.
yeah, heck
Episode
yeah.
2.
Yeah. So
Type.
yeah, shout out to episode 2 was, kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
trash.
yeah.
but
Episode 2,
it had some good
Writer
conversations.
strike.
episode 2 was the trashiest episode.
No, it was episode 3 in the beginning. It was
Yeah,
the
before he
beginning
got
of
his,
episode 3.
before he got his head
It was at the beginning of episode 3. The first when they went to go save Sidious from the burning ship.
No,
Palpatine.
It was episode 2 where
Dooku died, right?
No. Dooku captured Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan was being held up with force.
And he was bringing Anakin to him, right? He had to bring-
No.
I thought he told him. He said episode 3.
Obi-Wan followed Jango Fett to that planet, and then Count Dooku caught Obi-Wan. Remember, he tried. He was on the ship, tried to connect with Yoda with his little R2-D2 one, and then he got caught by some droids. They got hemmed up, and then that's we seen Count Dooku walking around and hemmed up Obi-Wan, talking about, oh yeah, we know of everything, the war's coming, stuff like that.
That's not what he was talking about here, though. When he told him all that, it was in episode 3.
No,
It wasn't.
Count Dooku
He
was
said,
talking
right?
to Obi-Wan.
Okay, well, Tim said in episode 3.
No, that's wrong. Episode 2.
It was episode 2.
Episode 2.
Oh, okay.
Knowledge.
Tight.
It's power.
I
Hey, I got something, man.
Hey, tight, bro.
Man, you could tell we love Star Wars, man. I don't know what they done, but dang, we have some good. This is a good topic.
Star Wars could be art. Star Wars
Because of
would
that.
be the greatest pop culture franchise, popular, popping everywhere, popping number one all time, everything of all time, if it was done right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Marvel, DC, watch out.
See?
Star Wars, bro. It was episode 2. My bad. Shout out to Tim Fabro, bro. Correction. Knowledge.
It's power.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
It's power.
Knowledge. is power.
Everybody gets-
You-
Everybody gets one.
Oh, Dragon Hagar. Draken Hagar said, "Power is power." Who said that? I'm turning the chat off.
Power is power.
Chat is gone. A character from Game of Thrones said, "Power is power."
Cersei.
J3.
It was Cersei. That scene with Littlefinger. Who's gonna die?
All right, so let's move on.
Littlefinger.
Now Cersei.
There's no point. You ruined it for you, and then you don't watch. But yeah, correct.
So say Cersei.
that was when she got
Lena
them
Haley.
guards to kill him. Oh, stop! Power is power.
Take 3 steps back.
Yeah.
Turn around. Now do the hokey pokey. Yeah, shout out to Cersei. All right, so that pretty much wraps up this topic.